Hi students. So let us further look at the third, the set of minds. We have completed two sets in two different modules. The first three and then the second set of three, the six we have completed six different minds. And in this, the third, the set of minds, it is all about understanding the entrepreneurs are made or born. They work for money and greedy, and they are gamblers, right? They do some kind of cheating when they are dealing with stakeholders. So, are they true, right? So, what extent truth is there in these the myths? We just look at the following slides, and then we'll try to understand, right? So the myth 7 is something entrepreneurs are born or made, right? So it is like leaders are born or made, right? So is it really what is it all about, right? So that we'll try to understand. The myth 8 is something entrepreneurs are motivated by money or greedy, because they are so greedy people. They want to earn money. They want to accumulate a lot of wealth, and then desire to become so rich. So something like that. So is it really true? And then myth 9 is something entrepreneurs are the gamblers. So they just know whatever they deal with the stakeholders, it is not fair, and then you can see some kind of unfairness, and then there is a gambling and then cheating in their transaction with others. So something this kind of myth, and then assumption is there in the society, in the social system, and then some cultures. So what is this all about? Now let us look at the first of all, the seventh myth is the born are made, so entrepreneurs. So it is in the nature of every society to investigate massive conformity, right? So calculated a risk that are the backed and with the responsibility, and then self motivation are key to the success of an entrepreneur. So people are not born entrepreneurs, and they become entrepreneurs because of the situation, and then because of the need, right? So they may just get some kind of no the characters and then the qualities by birth, but no, that is not true. So one can they become entrepreneur. So when they wish, and then when they desire to become entrepreneur, it is not necessary one has to born in the family of business, or even one has to observe the parents who are actually doing business. So such things are not required, and then that is not going to make an individual to become entrepreneur. And even there are so many business people like Anil Ambani, who was the failure, the businessman, having the great legacy behind him due to this Reliance Group, or even Dhirubhai Ambani. So even then, so he failed in the business. So like that, you can see even the person who has no background of business, and then just started business out of the situation, so they become these successful entrepreneurs. So in that context, you can see this myth is based on the mistaken the belief that some people are genetically predisposed to the entrepreneurs. So that is not there. And then the consensus of many of the studies is that no one is born to be an entrepreneur, and everyone has the potential to become entrepreneurs, right? So whether someone does or does not become an entrepreneur, it is a function of their environment and life experience, and then personal choice, and then personal no, requirement, you can say that. So in that way, so entrepreneurs are made in the society. Further, if you just look at the this the same the mind, and although no one is the born to be an entrepreneur, so there are the common the traits and the characteristics of a successful entrepreneur, and these are common across, because someone may acquire so these characters because of the background, the family background and other things. That doesn't mean that they are going to become successful in the the business, and then in the given competitive market. So one has to understand all the dynamics, and then show the interest, and then personal one has to put the efforts, and then continue the business, and the change the business and sustain the business the time to time, by understanding all the contingency factors. So that is what is the main important issue here. So the another important the myth is that is the eighth one. Eighth myth is work for money. So the most of the entrepreneurs are motivated by money or the greed. So it is really true. If you just look at the most entrepreneurs are motivated by a desire to work for themselves and a passion for solving the problems, particularly the difficulties, and then enrich the human the problems, and then the family issues. All these are the various reasons. It's not for many, because the given situations, and maybe someone wanted to become help the society, someone wanted to help the poor people, needy people, and they become the social entrepreneurs. So in that way, you can see that even the most of the successful entrepreneurs will tell you that if you are in that in it for the money and get out now, it's much easier to make money working for someone else. So that is also possible. So because here it is something different, and then contributing a lot for the economy, and then helping the society, and then supporting the society for its further advancement. So that is the great role and then great contribution of the entrepreneurs. One can see that, right? The another one, the ninth, the myth is entrepreneurs are the gamblers. So most entrepreneurs are moderate risk takers. Of course, the idea that entrepreneurs are the gamblers originated from two the sources. So let us look at what are the two the sources. And one is entrepreneurs are typically have the jobs that are less the structured, and so they face a more uncertainty, the set of possibilities than the people in the traditional jobs. So because since they are in the unstructured the fashion, and they have to they have to just come out with different types of strategies and different types of methods to survive and sustain the time to time, and that appears for others a kind of gambling, but that is not the true gambling by causing the others. It is some it is individual no, the survival or sustaining the thrive and then struggle. And many entrepreneurs have a strong need to achieve and then set challenges, the goals, a behavior that is often equated with the risk taking. So you can see that the challenges when entrepreneurs are addressing, you can see that one can feel that. But while the facing the challenges and then overcoming the challenges, sometimes entrepreneurs gives that kind of impressions. But if they really become the gamblers and cheaters, so that one point of time may become the winners, and but later on, so they will be facing all types of issues and then problems. So in that way, you can see that entrepreneurship is something totally different. It is not like born, or it is not like exclusive only for many with the greediness. It is not for a kind of cheating or gambling. It is something different. So try to understand that, and then so we just look at the last slide, no, the modules in the next video. And here let me stop, and then thank you very much, and we'll meet you again.